here I have a 20-ounce skinny. I have sanded it, washed it, and we're going to take it outside to spray paint it. It's a personal preference whether you want to sand it or not. I do. I just feel like it gives the glue or whatever it is I'm using something to adhere to. So here we have our tumbler already painted, and we'll need a makeup brush, and you can either use the tack it method, tack it over and over by Eileen's, or my favorite thing to use is the Wicked Stick It by Wicked Shimmer. And the reason I like this one is because it's a lot thinner and easier to work with, but either one will work. As you can see, it just kind of runs. It's really thin. You just apply it evenly on your tumbler. Don't forget the bottom. Make sure you get the edges and the bottom really well covered. Okay, so you can see that is all we really need. And there's two ways to let this to dry this. Either you can let it air dry for about 20 to 40 minutes depending on your room temperature, or you can apply some heat to it with a heat gun. However, you got to be very careful with the heat gun. If you over dry it, it will start to peel off. Now this works just like the tack it method. The drier it gets, the tackier it'll become. So same way of drying it. Now we're just going to wait, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. So now the adhesive has dried, and you'll know that because it has now turned clear, and by touching it you can kind of feel a little bit of tackiness on it. So now you're ready to apply the glitter. When choosing the glitter, you can use either chunky mix, you can use fine, or you can use extra fine. Now if you use extra fine, you're going to use a lot more product. The chunky mix, you will have some big pieces and you might have a little bit of blank spaces. It just depends on how the glitter goes on. So for me, my preference is using the fine, but you can use either one. Just test it out and play with it. Now these two glitters are sea glass that are in my website, on my website, and these two are striped holographic, and as you can see on the chunky mix, the larger pieces have stripes in them and it makes them more holographic. Same thing with the fine ones, they're also striped holographic, but because they're fine you can't really see the lines, but they are striped holographic in multiple colors on the website. Okay, so what we want to do here is just apply it on to the tumbler. Be generous. So let's put this back into the jar because you do not want to cross-contaminate. Okay, so here is our raw glitter. Isn't she pretty? So sparkly. Okay, so now we're going to rub the tumbler, and whatever falls on here you don't want to reuse. You want to either put it in a dump bucket for the kids to play with, to use on their projects, but you don't want to use it on your tumblers again. So, because it might have some of the tacky glue on there. So all you do is just rub in circle motion, and you can already start to see the holographic on here. You don't have to wear gloves to do this, but if you are sensitive, if you have sensitive skin, then you may want to use gloves. You can see the difference. So here it is where it's burnished, and here it is in the raw. Burnished and raw. Look at that holographic. You can see. There you go. Isn't that gorgeous? You can see the holographic, the blues, the greens, the browns, the purples. It's gorgeous. And now you are ready to move on to the next step, whether you are using epoxy or any other kind of medium to seal it, and go on to your next step. You could put a decal over it, or you can pinstripe it, do whatever you want. So that is how you burnish a cup. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and good luck.